Division.
Okay, who's going to win?
Up on the pole, then it's going to be the 57 of Englert. Behind him is the 72 of Ritter, the 75 of Burrows, the 46 of Blovett, and the 18 of Wolf. That's the field of cars as they get ready to get underway. This, the first race of tonight, Ed Miller & Sons Construction Night here at Freedom Raceway. Head starter looks them over. They work out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. The green flag's going to fly. They're side by side as they come down the main straightaway. We got Englert up on the outside. He's going to slide around Kenny Barber very easily as they work out of that second turn and down the back straightaway. Barber in the number 2 car remains in the second position, and we got a pack of 3 working for the third position. Now currently in third as they work out of the 4th straightaway, that's George Ritter, and then it's Rick Wolf in the number 18 car. That's the only Ford-powered machine here at Freedom Raceway. Field starts to string out as Englert starts to put a big lead on the rest of the field. He's now down in turn number 3. Barber, your second place car, about a half a turn behind him as he works out of 4 down the main straightaway. Wolf up on the outside, and that number 18 car working on the 72 of Ritter. He's looking to take over that third position from Ritter as he now ducks down on the inside as they exit turn number 2. Something amiss with the Barber car. He's way off the pace there as we see the 18 of Wolf and the 72 of Ritter come around. Barber in the 22 car now takes that car off and down into the pit area. A tough break for him in this first qualifying event. Meanwhile, your leader continues to be the 57 of Englert. Englert now in turn number 3. Your second place car, the 18 car, is still on the back straightaway as they come down to take the halfway signal. Englert in the 57 works his way out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. The battle right now is for the second position. That's the Ford-powered machine of Wolf in the number 18 and the 72 of George Ritter. Ritter and Wolf work out of that 4th turn down the main straightaway, but your leader continues to be the 57 of Englert. Now we got Brian Blovett in the 46 car. His car sits idle up on the top of the back straightaway there. Looks like he's having a little trouble. Kenny Barber dropped out of this race earlier, and now Brian Blovett, his car sits idle up on the top as a yellow flag comes over the field for this first qualifying event, late model Super Stocks. We got Rick Wolf next to him in the 18. It'll be the George Ritter machine, the number 72, and then the 75 of Paul Burrows. As we described before, no white flag between restarts. The caution lights are out on that back straightaway starter stand. They slowly move out of turn number 3. The green flag flies, and Englert gets out to a quick start. He shuts the door on the 18 of Rick Wolf. Wolf trying to go way on the inside, and you can see Englert duck way low down on the corner there. He starts to take off out of corner number 2 and down the back straightaway, building a lead as he goes. The 18 of Wolf works on him in that second position, and then we drop back to George Ritter and Paul Burrows. 2-lap indication goes out to the field 2 more times around for Bill Englert in the 57 car. He continues to dominate this qualifying event as he pulls away from the number 18 of Rick Wolf. Out of corner number 4, down the main straightaway. This time by, the white flag flies. It'll be 1 more time around for the 57 of Bill Englert. Second continues to be the 18. That is the Rick Wolf machine, and then it's Ritter and Burrows. Englert with a big lead over the rest of the field comes out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. The checkered flag's going to fall, and the first winner of the first qualifying event for the late model Super Stock is going to be Bill Englert in the 57. Your photograph, a big round of applause for Bill Englert. Qualifying event, late model Super Stocks. On the point in the 0 car, that's Don Wagner. Next to him, it's the 22 of Pete Tingu. Then it's going to be the 88 of Ricky Tingu, the 91, that's the Al Barber machine. And back from a week off is going to be the number 3, that's the Randy Kessler car. 35, Ron Evans was scheduled to start this qualifying event. We don't see that car out on the track. We do have 1 more qualifying event to go for this division of cars. Yellow flag out over the field. Super Stocks out of turn number 4, down the main straightaway. The green flag falls, and we see Don Wagner in the number 0 car get out to a quick start. Pete Tingu, who started on the outside pole, runs in the second position, but keep your eye on the 21 of Barber. A Up through the pack, Don Wagner on the main straightaway in that 0 car. Pete Tengu right behind him, and that's Al Brewer in the 91. Brewer rides in that second position. He looks to seal her away from the 22 of Pete Tengu, but we can see Don Wagner off to a big lead. Wagner about a 10-car advantage over the rest of the field, but they're starting to close up now as we see Brewer duck way down on the inside. He takes over the second position in that number 91 car, and he's starting to run down the 0 Wagner. Brewer in the 91 gains ground as he works down that back straightaway. Into turn number 3, ducks down on the low side. Wagner up on the high side. They're side by side as they come out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway, and Wagner's going to hang on to it. Wagner now moves down on the bottom side. He's going to try to shut the door, but here comes Brewer. Brewer hard on the brakes as they come out of that second turn and down the back straightaway. They're bumper to bumper down into turn number 3. Wagner trying to block that inside groove. Brewer working down on the bottom side there. Tough to get up high early in this race. The track isn't worked in the top position there, so they're trying to duck down low, and Brewer pulls up on the side as they work that back straightaway. Wagner in the 0 holds the lead, but once again down on the inside. Here comes Brewer. They're side by side as they come out of the turn. Brewer down on the inside. Wagner once again on the high side. This time coming out of 2 down the back straightaway. Al Brewer in the 91 pulls away. He's into the third turn. Out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway, the 2 flag up indication comes out, and Al Brewer has got 2 more times around in that number 91 car. We see the 3 of Kessler go around down between turns number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, your leader is in 3 and 4. Out of 4, the white flag comes out. 1 more time around. Don Wagner runs in the second position in that 0 car, and Pete Tengu in third. Brewer had trouble getting by Wagner early in this event, but now he starts to pull away as he works out of turn number 4. This is the last time by. The checkered flag's going to fall. The winner of this qualifying event, Al Brewer in the 91. The 0, Don Wagner second. Pete Tengu will be third, and Randy Kessler will come in fourth. It's his first one of the 1993 season here at Freedom. A big round of applause for Al Brewer.
No, you shouldn't do that, but...
Stocks out on the track. This the third and final qualifying event for these cars. On the point, last week's winner, the 88, Rick Tengu. Next to him, the B9, that's Doug Pringle. Then we got some old people from last season back here. This is their first time out here in the 93 season. On the inside, the 121 of Joe Layfield, and on the outside, the 20 of Bill Layfield. Another new car here tonight, the number 77 car. We haven't got a name on that car as of yet. We'll get you updated on that. And the last car in line is going to be the number 1. That's Jason Amadek. One of the cars we haven't seen out here, he was scheduled for the second qualifying event. We thought we'd see him out here in the third, is the 35 car. That's the Ron Evans machine, and we haven't seen that come out yet. Once again, the lights are off on the back starter stand, indicating to the drivers it's going to be green this time by. Doug Pringle in the B9 and Rick Tengu in the 88 lead them out of turn number 4. Your head starter looks them over. The green flag drops side by side as they come out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway, and it looks like Rick Tengu is going to take it as they go into turn number 1. Out of 2 down the back straightaway. Pringle still up on the outside, but Tengu ducks down low. He takes the first position, and we can see that Joe Layfield, 121, work his way up. He is now in the third position. Rick Tengu continues to lead. He's got Doug Pringle right on his back bumper, and here comes Joe Layfield in the 121 car. He's a regular down to Bradford that rained out tonight, so he towed up to Freedom to see how we run up here, and he currently rides in the third position. Then we got the number 1 car. That's a Jason Amadek car. He started dead last. He's worked his way up into the 4th position, but your leader, the 88 of Rick Tengu, continues to dominate this race. Tengu still with a B9 of Doug Pringle on his back bumper, and the Joe Layfield machine, the 121. Layfield watching out that back window. As you can see Amadek in the number 1 car. He's in 4th now, and he's racing to the front. Out of turn number 4, the cross flags come out for your leader. That's Rick Tengu in the 88, 4 laps into this 8-lap qualifying event. The rest of the field starts to string itself out. Doug Pringle in the B9 continues to run in that second position. And again, Joe Layfield in third. Amadak now working on the 121, the Joe Layfield machine, as they come out of that fourth turn down the main straightaway. Amadak's made up a lot of ground. He started dead last. He's currently vying for the third position as they now work out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. And it looks like Amadak is side by side as they work that back straightaway down into turn number 3. Layfield's going to hold the position as he works that outside group, but Amadak down on the inside as they come to the starter stand. He's going to take over the third position. He starts to run down the B9. That's Doug Pringle. He currently rides in second, but Rick Tingu's pulled out to a big lead in the 88. We can see Bill Layfield in the 20 car. He's pulled off the side of the track there, back down into the pits as the white flag comes out for your leader. One more time around for Rick Tingu in that number 88 car. Second place is for the challenge right now as we see Amadak work down on the inside of Pringle. He takes over second easily as they work down that back straightaway. But out of turn number 4, the checkered flag falls. The winner of this qualifying event, Rick Tingu in the 88. Second's going to go to Amadak, and third will go to the B9 of Doug Pringle. On the point position in the number 57 is going to be Bill Englert. Next to him, it'll be the 18 of Rick Wolf. Then it's the 72 of George Ritter, the 75 of Paul Burrows. Be the 91 of Al Brewer. Next to him is the 0 of Don Wagner. It'll be the 22 of Pete Tingu, the 3 of Randy Kessler, the 1 of Jason Amadak. We got the B9 of Doug Pringle, the 121 of Joe Layfield, the 77 of Rick Michelis, the 46 of Brian Blovett, the 28 of Ed Carley. We got the 20 of Bill Layfield, the 35 of Ron Evans, the 2 of Kenny Barber, and the 88 of Rick Tingu. That's the field of cars as they get ready to get underway with this, a 25-lap feature event, late model super stocks. Lap feature event. Once again, Bill Englert is going to lead him in. On the outside of him is Rick Wolf in the number 18 car. They work out of that third turn. Your head starter looks them over. They're nose to tail as they work down that corner. About set to go. The green flag flies. They stand on the accelerators. They come down the main straightaway and they put them 3 wide. 3 wide back in the second row of the pack, but it's going to be Englert off to the lead as he gets a good jump coming off the corner there, and he leads going down the back straightaway. But look at Al Brewer come up through the field. Brewer in that number 91 car moves into the second position as the rest of the field comes thundering through. 3 wide down the main straightaways. Kessler down on the inside. Tingu gets squeezed in the middle, and third place is still going to be the 18 of Rick Wolf. Now the battles for the lead as they move down the back straightaway, and it looks like Al Brewer is going to take it in that number 91 car as he goes by Bill Englert as they come to the line. Brewer runs in first, Englert runs in third, and there goes Pete Tingu. Pete Tingu gets into the 18 of Rick Wolf. Whoa! We got cars just a scatter and trying to miss the Pete Tingu machine up on the top of the turn. They're still racing down the back straightaway as yellow flags are flying all over this track.
Well, it's not going to count, so it doesn't matter.
Tingu gets that car righted back around. He gets it back underway. He's going to check it over and make sure there's no severe damage with that. The rest of the field trying to get itself lined back up here as we're going to get them slowed down and put them in the position they were running before the caution came out. Holds the flag in the air. We see that the caution lights are off on the back straightaway. Your assistant starter's up in his perch, and we're just about to get underway with the conclusion of this qualifying event. Up on the point is going to be the 57. That's Bill Englert. Next to him is the 91. That'll be the Al Brewer machine. Then it's going to be Kessler in the number 3 car as they come out of turn number 3. The green flag flies. They're off, and they're side by side as they come down the main chute. They try to put them 3 wide down there, as you can see. Englert trying to take up all the track he can to get around Brewer. But here comes Brewer in that number 91 car, and he's got Randy Kessler right on his back bumper. Look at Jason Amadak in the number 1 car. Amadak started way back in the pack. He's worked his way up to the 4th position, and he's flying up through the field. Meanwhile, side by side for the lead as they come down the main straightaway. Brewer sneaks down on the low side in that number 91 car. He cleanly takes over the lead as they move into the back straightaway. Bill Englert in the 57 car rides in the second position, and now the battle's for third. Keep your eye on the number 3 of Randy Kessler. He's just moved up, but Jason Amadak is right beside him as they work down the main straightaway. Englert trying to hold these 2 cars off as they race for the 3rd position. Your leader, still out of turn number 4, is going to be the 91. That's Al Brewer. He's starting to put a little distance between him and the rest of the field, but the battle's going to be for the 2nd position. Keep your eye on the 57. That's the Englert car. He holds that position, but here comes the number 3 of Randy Kessler. Kessler now side by side as they work out of turn number 3. Into 4. Kessler on the low side as they come around. Kessler's going to take the position. He now rides in second place. Kessler rides in second in the number 3 car, but caution's out over the field. We got the 35. That's a Ron Evans car. He sits idle down on the inside of the back straightaway. That's going to bring the caution over this field of cars one more time. Tough break for the 91 of Al Brewer. He had an 8 of Ed Carley, the 72 of Ritter. Green flag flies. Brewer gets the jump as they come off turn number 4, but Kessler way down on the inside. Side by side as they come down through. The battle is definitely for second place as Englert in the 57 tries to hold off the 3 of Kessler and the 1 of Amedak. Keep your eye on the 121. Here comes Joe Layfield up through in that 121 car. He now runs side by side, but cleanly takes over the 3rd position. Rick Tingu now down on the inside. He's moved that 88 car up into the 4th position, and he's all over the back bumper of Joe Layfield in the 121. But Ricky brings along the 3 of Kessler and the 1 of Amedak as they race down into that 3rd turn. Brewer stays in the number 1 position, and now the battle's for second. Joe Layfield in that 121 car, he's down on the inside of the 57 of Bill Englert. But look at Rick Tingu. Rick Tingu tries to split the difference as he comes up through in that number 88 car. Side by side as they work through that 3rd turn for the 2nd position. Englert up on the outside, Layfield down on the inside, and here comes Rick Tingu in the 88. Kessler moves up in the number 3 car. They're going to make it a 4-way battle as they try to put him 3 wide. Layfield now riding in the 2nd position, but Englert's right there, and here comes Rick Tingu down on the inside. At the line, Tingu is going to take over the 2nd position. He's got Layfield right on his back bumper, and Englert trying to get that car around, and here comes the 3 of Kessler. Out of turn number 4, your leader, the number 91. That's the Al Brewer machine. He continues to lead, but now he's being run down by 2 of the faster cars on the track. That's the 88 of Rick Tingu and the 121 of Joe Layfield. Tingu starts to pull away as they move down the back straightaway. Your leader out of turn number 4. He's working lap traffic as he comes down to the line. Your 2nd place cars are side by side. Layfield's going to take it as they go to the line, but Tingu's up on the outside. He's in the faster groove. Rick Tingu's got his hands full as he goes around up in turn number 2. Ricky Tingu down on the inside in that number 88 car, and Joe Layfield goes by. Layfield now picks up the 2nd position as he works out of turn number 2, but he's got Kessler right behind him in that number 3 car. Kessler works down on the inside. They got some lap traffic as they work out of turn number 2. Down the main straightaway, they start to fight their way through the lap cars. Brian Blovin up on the outside as we see Layfield come down on the inside. Layfield gets sideways, and now Randy Kessler takes over the 2nd position. Layfield having a problem coming out of turn number 4. He bobbled just enough, and there goes Randy Kessler by him. Now Kessler on the back straightaway. But your leader in the 91, that's Joe... Al Brewer has half a track advantage over the rest of the field. Kessler rides in 2nd, Layfield rides in 3rd, and Amedak in 4th. Once again in lap traffic out of turn number 4, your leader, Al Brewer in the number 91 car. Big lead over the rest of the field. Kessler now entering turn number 4. And that number 3 car rides in the 2nd, and the battle's for 3rd. Keep your eye on the 28 of Ed Carley. He's worked his way up into the heat of battle as he works on that 5th, 6th position. Al Brewer in the 91 having trouble as he works that lap traffic down the back straightaway. He's gone by the 46 of Blovin. Now he's working on the 77 of Michelis. As we got a tire off a car on the track, it looks like Ricky Tingu's lost his tire, and cars are hitting that as it goes down the main straightaway. It looks like it's going to go off at turn number 1. That's a Pete Tingu tire. We see Pete down on the inside of turn number 1. That's his tire that came off the car. We see Ricky spun around down here on the inside of the track, and the caution's out. We're going to slow these cars down.
There's a lot of
14 laps have been completed in this 25-lap feature event as we see Rick Tingu looking his car over down there on the main straightaway. Things don't look good as his hand slapped the side of the car. Meanwhile, the safety crews have worked their way around to pick up the Pete Tingu machine as he lost the left rear wheel off of that car. He's down looking at that as the official safety truck here at Freedom, the Cats towing truck, works its way around to pick him up.
70s.
point. 14 laps have been concluded in this 25-lap feature event. Indications to the field are it's going to be green next time by. We can see Al Brewer in the number 91 car. Then we got a lap car. That's the 18 of Rick Wolf and the 75 of Burrows. Then we got the 20 of Layfield. He's also a lap car. And we got the 3 of Kessler. Green flag comes out as they exit turn number 3. Brewer gets off to a good start in that number 91 car as the rest of the field starts to work its way through. They got lap traffic to contend with. Here comes the 1 of Amadek. Amadek roared up to the outside as the 3 of Kessler got stuck in lap traffic. So Kessler now running in the 3rd position as they start to work up through the field and take the 2 lap cars at the 18 of Wolf and the 75 of Burrows. Amadek, a good jump off the start, but here comes the 3 of Kessler and the 121 of Joe Layfield. Carly in the 28 right behind him. We see Amadek get by the lap cars on the back straightaway, and he's going to start to run down the 91 of Al Brewer. Brewer had a big lead going when that caution flag came out. He was more than half a track ahead of the rest of the field, but that lead's been cut by this caution, and here comes Amadek in the 1. Amadek starts to run down your first place runner. That's the 91 of Al Brewer. Your 3rd place car, the number 3 car. He's back behind a couple lap cars, and right behind him is the 28 of Ed Carley. That's your top 4 cars as we see Barber, the Barber car, slowed on the back straightaway. Looks like he's going to duck off and go into the pits as your leader comes out of turn number 4 onto the main straightaway. Amadek in the number 1 car starting to run him down. He rides in the 2nd position. Your 3rd place car is now the 28 of Ed Carley. So Carley's gotten by the 3 of Kessler and now starts to work this lap traffic, but keep your eye on the 121 of Joe Layfield. Layfield now rides in that 4th position as they come through these lap cars, but your leader on the back straightaway is still the 91 of Al Brewer. So Brewer in the 91 car just flying around this track. Your 2nd place car about 10 cars behind him. That's going to be the number 1 of Jason Amadek. Carley now gets by the 18 of Wolf. He's your 3rd place car, but here comes the 4th place car. That's the Joe Layfield machine. Layfield trying to make a bid at 4th as they go into turn number 2. A lot of lap traffic out there. Your leader across the line again is going to be the 91 of Brewer. Brewer seems to be holding his lead over your 2nd place car. That's the 1 of Jason Amadek. Your 3rd place car is the 28 of Carley, and 4th is still Joe Layfield. Leader trying to work lap traffic. There are a lot of cars out there. Brewer has trouble as Don Wagner ducked low to get around the 2 of Barber. That slowed your leader up tremendously. A big break for Amadek in the 1. Brewer now gets by lap traffic. He's got quite an open track as he works out of turn number 4. He takes the 2 up signal from the starter. It's going to be 2 more times around. Amadek in the 1. Rides in 2nd place, and here comes your 3rd place car out of turn number 4 to take the 2 up signal. That's Ed Carley in the 28. Dave Michelis in the 77 car brings his car to rest up on the top of turn number 4. The white flag comes out for your leader. Michelis gets that car off down into the pit lane. The rest of the field takes the white flag. Your leader's now in turn number 3. He's in heavy lap traffic as he comes out of turn number 4. The checkered flag's going to drop, and the winner is going to be Al Brewer in the 91. Second place is going to go to Amadek in the number 1, and 3rd will go to the 28 of Ed Carley. Your photograph. Big round of applause for the 91 of Al Brewer. Tonight's sponsors, Ed's Miller and Sons Construction, making trophy presentations down in Victory Lane.